Number 1. Kim threatens to use nukes amid tensions with US and South Korea. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un warned that he's ready to use his nuclear weapons in potential military conflicts with the United States and South Korea, state media said Thursday, as he unleashed fiery rhetoric against rivals he says are pushing the Korean peninsula to the brink of war. Kim's speech to war veterans on the 69th anniversary of the end of the 1950-53 Korean War was apparently meant to boost internal unity in the impoverished country amid pandemic-related economic difficulties. While Kim has increasingly threatened his rivals with nuclear weapons, it's unlikely that he would use them first against the superior militaries of the US and its allies, observers say. Our armed forces are completely prepared to respond to any crisis, and our country's nuclear war deterrent is also ready to mobilize its absolute power dutifully, exactly, and swiftly in accordance with its mission, Kim said in Wednesday's speech, according to the official Korean Central News Agency. He accused the United States of demonizing North Korea to justify its hostile policies. Kim said regular US-South Korea military drills that he claimed target the North highlight US double standards and gangster-like aspects because it brands North Korea's routine military activities, an apparent reference to its missile tests, as provocations or threats. Kim also alleged the new South Korean government of President Yoon Suk-yeol is led by confrontation maniacs and gangsters who have gone further than previous South Korean conservative governments. Since taking office in May, the Yoon government has moved to strengthen Seoul's military alliance with the United States and bolster its own capacity to neutralize North Korean nuclear threats, including a preemptive strike capability. Number 2. Oil block auction in Democratic Republic of the Congo punctures Africa's climate goals. Sections of a renowned peatland tropical forest in the Congo Basin that plays a crucial role in Africa's climate system go up for oil and gas auction in Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of the Congo on Thursday. The DRC government will auction 30 oil and gas blocks in the Cuvette Central peatlands in the Congo Basin forest, the world's largest tropical peatland. Peatland soils are known as carbon sinks because packed into them are immense stores of carbon that get released into the atmosphere when the ecosystem is disturbed. Some of the areas, or blocks, marked for oil leasing lie within Africa's iconic first conservation area, the Virunga National Park, created in 1925 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to the last bastion of mountain gorillas. The Congo Basin covers 530 million hectares, 1.3 billion acres, in Central Africa and represents 70% of the continent's forested land. It hosts over 1,000 bird species and more primates than any other place in the world, including the great apes, gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos. People are at risk, too. Members of the Mbuti and Baka people could be displaced or evicted. The move by the Congo-Kinshasa Ministry of Hydrocarbons has angered environmentalists and climate activists who say that oil drilling will pose significant risks to a continent already inundated by harsh climate effects. The Center for International Forest Research puts the massive Cuvette Central carbon sink at 145,000 square kilometers, 56,000 square miles, and said it stores up to 20 years equivalent of the carbon emissions emitted by the United States. Other blocks the DRC plans to auction include some located on Lake Kivu, Lake Tanganyika, and one in a coastal region alongside the Albertine Graben region, the western side of the Eastern African Rift Valley system. Number 3. US offers Russia prisoner swap for detained Americans Brittney Griner and Whelan. The US has offered a deal to Russia aimed at bringing home WNBA star Brittney Griner and another jailed American, Whelan, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Wednesday. In a sharp reversal of previous policy, Blinken also said he expects to speak with his Kremlin counterpart for the first time since before Russia invaded Ukraine to discuss the deal and other matters. Blinken's comments mark the first time the US government has publicly revealed any concrete action it has taken to secure the release of Griner, who was arrested on drug-related charges at a Moscow airport in February and testified Wednesday at her trial. He did not offer details on the proposed deal outlined to the Russians, though a person familiar with the matter said the US government has offered to trade convicted Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout for Whelan and Griner. This person insisted on anonymity. Though it is unclear if the proposal will be enough for Russia to release the Americans, the public acknowledgement of the offer at a time when the US has otherwise shunned Russia reflects the mounting pressure on the administration over Griner and Whelan and its determination to get them home. It also signals a growing acceptance by the White House of prisoner swaps as resolutions for cases of Americans jailed overseas, particularly after a trade in April that secured the release of Marine veteran Trevor Reed and yielded a much-needed publicity win for the administration. "We put a substantial proposal on the table weeks ago to facilitate their release," Blinken said. "Our governments have communicated repeatedly and directly on that proposal, and I'll use the conversation to follow up personally and, I hope, to move us toward a resolution." President Joe Biden, who authorized the Reed prisoner swap after meeting with his parents, signed off on the deal the US offered in this case, officials said. The president and his team are willing to take extraordinary steps to bring them home, John Kirby, a White House national security spokesman, told reporters. Thank you for watching All That Happens. Remember to like and subscribe. And we hope to see you next time.